let's record. Okay, so we are recording. So thank you guys. You guys, this is halfway through. Like, this is our 6th call out of our 12. You guys are rocking it. But one of the things, and I'm just so excited you guys are here. I'm excited everything that you guys have been doing. I just asked Jeannie if before she goes on and does our training for tonight, I wanted to just sort of jump on because I know that from hearing some of you struggled this week with our contacts, struggled with getting them done. And I wanted to do a couple things. First of all, I wanted to tell you that it is okay. Like we talked about this at the beginning of these calls, that we were going to be asking you to do things that make you uncomfortable. I know making 10, 15 plus contacts in a week other than your regular booking is above and beyond what you're regularly doing or that you've ever done before. I know that. And again, this is going to, it's going to make you uncomfortable. It's going to seem like it's hard. So it's okay that you struggled, but you still have to do it. Like, this is not like you don't get to do it anymore. But I just wanted to recognize and to appreciate. I know that it wasn't hard, or that it was hard, but I want you to know why. Because I know without a doubt that you are getting bookings that you would not have gotten. Am I right? If you had not had to get these calls or make these contacts, would you have had those bookings? No. So that's first. The other is, I know without a doubt that you will get residual business from these asks. Even if they're not booking right now, it will affect your business for the good in the long run. Remember, we talk about this. What you do today affects your business in 60 to 90 days. This is the kind of stuff that affects your business in the next 60 to 90 days. This is the stuff that we're going to look back in 3 months, and you're booked all the way in, and you're booking into the next month because you're already booked for the month you're in. And no more booking binging, right? No more binge booking. That's what we want to get to, and that's why we're going to continue to do this. Now, talk about this real quick. Maybe some of the reasons why you struggled. Some of you might be running out of people to contact, and I know that I heard a little bit of that. But here's what I want to reassure you: as you're booking parties, which you're doing, that gives you more contact. So of course, you said that your like your full service checkout and stuff doesn't count towards it, but all of your customer care does. Somebody asked me, I'm going to think it was Vicky, that you said to me that you had somebody last week that said no, but somehow you talked to her again this week and now she's a maybe. Absolutely, she counts as a new contact for this week. I mean, absolutely, that's how that runs. So think about that. But if you're booking more shows, which I know you are, that's giving you more customers to keep this. The other thing that I wanted to make sure of, and I know that many of you, not many, but some of you have sent me, and we've talked a little bit, and my question to you a lot of times is, what are you asking them? What is actually the message you're sending? So one of the things that we could work on is to make your messages and your contacting a little bit more effective. And Jeannie and I totally can help you with that. So if you're looking at, I mean, most of you, what I'm seeing, are getting at least that 1 in 10, if not more, bookings out of that. But if you're getting really frustrated with it, or it's really not coming, let us know, because we can chat. So, those are the two things. Who do we talk to? And what are we actually saying? The same kind of thing. Bobby, I know, was stuck. She thinks she's in the car. She's stuck, said, I'm stuck. I only need one more contact. I'm going to dinner. I'm at dinner. I'm not going to be home. And I said, well, okay, well, who are you at dinner with? Well, who can you ask there? Can you ask the waitress? I mean, like, ask somebody. We don't have to always just have to go through our Facebook. Think about where you are during the day or during the week. Who are you out? Who can you just talk to a little bit about business? Here's the thing. I wanted you to know, Jeannie and I totally recognize and understand that this is a struggle and that this is probably one of the hardest things that we're pushing you guys to do, but we're not letting up on it. Like, we're going to keep doing it. There's no end in sight to it. Like, we're going to keep doing it because, again, I know how this is affecting your business. And this is the practice that's going to keep your business continue growing. And it's going to get easier. That's the other key. It's going to get easier as your business keeps growing, because you're going to have those people and you're going to be consistently just looking for those opportunities. Okay? So no more binge booking, right? Everybody's got this? Good? All right, that's my little pep talk on the contacts. All right, Jeannie, you take it away.
Okay, so I just wanted to is the volume okay, first of all?
Yes.
Yes,
Was
okay.
my volume okay? Am I screaming because I'm all worked up?
No. No. So, well, I just watched I just joined this group that's outside of Pampered Chef that's about marketing. And so anyway, one of the first things I listened to, they were just talking about different places to find these contacts, because they were talking about the same thing, interestingly, it's all about making the contacts and trying to build that base so that you have all sorts of things to people to draw from for bookings, recruiting, sharing your service and product. So, we all know the green dot, the Facebook report, all that. I think one thing we can do is try to make sure that you don't say, hey, do you want to do a show? You want to have a little bit of a chat before you go for the punchline. You want to have a little bit of a rapport. So that's just one quick thought. There's another idea of just using your phone and do a text scroll. So instead of being focused on your Facebook friends, go to your phone for a new kind of body of contacts. So you're doing that. Okay. And then you can just go look at your scroll through your friends there. There might be a different group of people than the ones that are on Facebook. They will be, because some people are not on Facebook that are in your phone. Okay. The other thing is, email. We used to use it all the time. Email sort. So go through and flip, just to go through the A's one day, go through the B's another day. So it's just like, oh my gosh, I haven't thought of her in forever, right? And so this is where yes, she'll have some challenges. Yes, they might not even have email anymore, right? But some of them will. And so send them an email. If that's how you knew them, send them an email that day. And if they email you back, there's a contact right there, right? And maybe a new opportunity. And then another just quick thought is like a 7-day or a 5-day engagement. So an easy way to do that is maybe host your own mystery host show via Facebook. I just did that. And I tried to use a lot of the host coaching methods for myself. I thought of it on the 9th hour. So I was starting my show on a Monday, decided I wasn't going to maybe make my goal this month if I didn't do something. So I said, shoot, let me just throw out a Facebook show. And so it was really great because, first of all, it made me engage with a whole bunch of people. And then I had all these people that decided to be part of this show. And it was surprising, again, and it reinforced how effective the host coaching is. If you do those things, it works. So it's a $1,200 show. We're closing hopefully tonight. But that's just, and now I have all those contacts to do customer care on, right? Mm-hmm. So that was really like a 7-day engagement with people that I really, one of these people was when I first started Pampered Chef 22 years ago, was on this show. And I haven't talked to her in 22 years. And here she shows up on this show. It was amazing. Mm-hmm. So I really encourage you to do like something like that. As 5 to 7 day engagement. You never know what your surprises might be. Okay. So hopefully, I'm louder.
Yeah, she's saying you're louder than I am.
Am I too loud, Jen?
No, I don't think you're too loud. I think she's ragging on me. That they can't believe somebody is louder than I am.
I love that you love her so much. You can just, be like family, and we tell each other how it is, right?
Yeah, we do on the Veerling team. We tell them right how it is. Right, Jen?
Okay.
Good. That's awesome.
I'm just looking at the chat. Okay, so we should probably get moving on because I want to try to keep this to the half hour. But that's just to encourage you, right, that we're not the only people telling you it's all about the contact. And so anyway, let's just have a little fun. And we know that you've been working on your new habits, okay? And so our new habits, right? You're hopefully still engaging in that dream board and reading your affirmations, again, minimally once a day, but try to do it twice a day. Again, you want it to be that, that little voice, that little voice that speaks to you in your ear. You want it to be your affirmation speaking to you, not the little gremlin that's Mr. Negative. You want to flick him off and hear your affirmation. And the only way you're going to do that is if you keep saying them out loud, and all of a sudden the gremlin's going to go away, and that little pretty little affirmation person is going to say, you are loved, or you are a great recruiter, or you are a booking maniac, or whatever your goals and affirmations are, right? You're going to start hearing that versus that gremlin. Flick the gremlin, hear your affirmation. Okay, we're working on those daily contacts. We just visited that. The monthly tracker, if you haven't sent that to me or to Anna, please do that. And hopefully you're learning something by looking at those details, right? What are you doing? Are you booking to your 2 shows? And if you're not, you're going to try to replace that show for sure. But you might say, gee, I'm not getting the outside orders. Maybe I need a coach more there. Or wow, I've got like so many people at the shows. This is amazing. I'm obviously coaching well. I need to keep up with that. So this is to talk to you about all these good things so that these new habits become part of your life. Okay. Now, we do want to hear a little bit about how you are doing from your parties. We talked a little bit from feedback up front there, but can you go to the chat here? And I do want you to just say what you learned when you looked at filling out that little chart for your shows from January and February. Can you just chat when I say go? I want you to share. So 1, 2, 3, go. Put it in the chat. What'd you learn about yourself or about your shows? Did you have some strengths maybe?
Looks like.
Okay, so Allison said she needs more shows, and that's okay. It's more fun to have more numbers to record. I hear you. Okay. And then Alicia says she's getting better at bookings. Okay, so that's really cool to see. So you're saying, oh, I'm on a roll. I need to make sure I'm doing that booking talk or that full service checkout. Those things that you're doing, make sure you keep them up, okay? Shannon, she needs a host coaching system. Yep, so hopefully, Shannon, you're going to be coming to that, to the meeting next month, the regional meeting, and we're definitely going to be touching on host coaching as a panel. So definitely. Wow, so Vivian said she was surprised how much better she did at the same time frame from last year. So she's comparing year to year, which is awesome. So you can do that in your tracker as well, your electronic tracker, but it's always good if you have a personal best tracker. That's fun too, okay? All right, good. So, show average sales, okay, you hear what your sales are. That's good to know that number. So you're thinking, wow, I want to know, Anna, what's your show average per person? And ask your peers. And if you find yours is higher, then good. If you find yours is lower, then maybe talk strategies like what do they do? Do they use maybe a big power tool that they really focus on? Or what do they do to add more bookings? So great. That was some great feedback. Okay, so here we do want to, the whole purpose of this is we want to track results because we want an improvement plan, right? So you have to, tracking is sort of like a map. So you want to see where you've been and where you're going, and you keep checking in on that because only then will you fine tune the areas that you want to target. Right? So we want you to figure that out. It's going to be different from all of us. This is a cute little improvement theme chart over here on the right, but it's a method that you can find it on the internet that people use. So you identify, okay, these are my challenges or problems right now, right? And these are what you're hoping to work for, and that's part of what we're working. We have another 6 weeks, right? And then you're going to say what is awesome for you. And so if awesome for you is doing your 8 shows or making, your 15 contacts or 20 contacts a week, what is your definition of awesome? And then break it down. Use sticky notes. It's really fun. And just say, these are the things I'm going to really focus on. And boom, 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 you got your little focus there. So it's kind of fun, right? And then but you figure out your own target, but the only way you figure that out is by tracking, because otherwise you feel overwhelmed. You're thinking of all these hundreds of things to improve on. No, some things you're doing great already. You need to figure out where do you really need to focus in on, Where are the big movers and shakers that can affect your team and your goals? And that's where you're going to want your target to be. And again, that's where you come back to your director and work with us to say, okay, this is what I'm seeing. Give me feedback if you can't see it yourself, okay? So, okay, how about this for one more quick feedback in the chat? When I say go, tell us what categories you want to target and improve on that you noticed. Okay, go. Bookings, host coaching, bookings at the party, bookings, bigger sales per person shows, coaching. Okay, so this is, yep, a lot of it is, this is a pretty basic business, isn't it? Yep, bookings during party and host coaching. So we've got, I think we're going to hit on some of these big topics right now. Okay, look at that. Bookings at the party. Woohoo! We're hitting on one tonight. Okay, so what's our goal? So this is sort of some of their goals are set from Pampered Chef, right? And because why not, if we already know the situation of what the power of 2 bookings at every show is. So we're going to kind of look at that in a second. But we want to know, that is a basic reminder. We want to get at least 2 bookings from every show, no matter what. And if we don't, what do we have to do? We have to get the bookings in outside the show, right? So we want to really make our goal 2. And if we need to, we just do it outside the show. So let's just review again the power of the 2. If you have 2 bookings from every party, right? Let's just go through it. 6 shows dated, 2 cancel, you hold 4 shows. 4 shows held by 2 bookings, you have 8 new shows. So what have you done? You only had 6, now you have 8, right? So month 2, you have 8 shows dated, you still get your 2 canceling. You have 6 shows held. 6 times 2 now is 12 new shows. Is that better than 6? It's doubled. Woohoo! 2 is a pretty cool number. Now we're in month 3. You have your 12 shows dated, 2 cancel. You still have 10 shows. And look at that. It doubles. And now you're at 20 shows. Okay? Month 4, you're almost going to be like needing to go part-time at your other job because now you got 20 shows. 2 cancel, 18 shows. Woohoo! You're a busy woman. And look at this. 32 new shows. You're going to start to have to go virtual, do multiple shows in a week so you can manage all 32 shows, keep your 8 in-person shows, right? And you're just going to be hitting those double-digit sales every month, and all sorts of crazy things are going to be happening in Pampered Chef, and you're going to be like moving and shaking so fast, you're going to like just not almost stand yourself, okay? So this is what we want to see. Can you imagine what that's going to look like? 4 months, you're going to be like a new woman, okay? Now, look at little sad face over here. He's not too happy, is he? Because guess what? He's out of business. And so I'm not going to go through the yucky, the negative, but you can see how that works, right? You only have 1 show. If you have 6 minus 2 is only 4. Okay, 4 minus 2 is 2. 2 minus 2 is 0. You're out of business unless you become a binge booker again. And that's no fun. So we want to have fun in this business, right? You're in business to have a good time. Yes, to make money, to earn trips, to make friends, all these happy things. Let's not make it painful. Once you get, it's just like, when you're out of shape running, it's the same thing. It's so painful. When you're starting a new habit, it's painful. But then it becomes a habit. And then it's like you don't even almost realize you're doing it. You're just doing it. And that's the way we want it to be. Okay. So booking at the show is our big focus right here. And so, I got a little carried away. So there's several ways you can increase your bookings at your parties, okay? First of all, when you talk about the higher priced items like a deep dish baker, rock crocks, quick cooker, knives, cookware, right? So this is when you want to throw your little statements out and say, oh, my hosts love getting our knives for half price. Or, gosh, you love the quick cooker? Every single month, it's on sale at half price if you host a show. Use different language. Or if you don't want to use half price, say $114. Woohoo! Can you imagine you have a year money-back warranty on our product, plus all the service that we provide, and all the safety benefits for our quick cooker. And it's on sale for hosts always for $114. So whatever you're comfortable with, sometimes it's throwing out the number, sometimes it's half price, but you can always, make your commercial exciting, and you have your target products. So I usually say, I always have a power tool. Every single party, whatever the theme is, what's my power tool? Whether it's a virtual party, whether it's an in-person party, I've got either a pan for a stir fry, or I've got some knives if I'm doing a lot of lettuce, or and like veggie cut up stuff. If I'm doing a quick cooker show, obviously it's a quick cooker, right? So you always want to have your power tool. That's your booking. Once in a while you get lucky and sell them too. That's always welcome, right? We always like it when you have that $200, $300 order. Woo! Okay, so that's why you want your high-priced items. Now, of course, you're going to use other items, but we're not talking about sales right now. We're talking about booking, so I'm not going to get into that piece of it, okay? But this is where you want to always know that it's your product tag. You're always going to talk about your Pampered Chef bookings whenever you touch that product. So you always want to, before you close out that product and moving on to littler things, you want to make sure you tag it with that's something you can do as a host benefit, okay? Of course, if there's something coming up for upcoming specials, you're going to want to, we'll visit that too. Now, the other thing that get people excited are theme shows, because especially for the people that are in it for fun. So some people go to parties for fun. Some people go to there for food. Some people just want to get out of the house. There's all different reasons why people go to shows. But a lot of folks get so excited about the recipe or the food. And so that you want to take advantage, because you want to make sure you're targeting not just the people that want to save money, but the people that want to have fun and want to learn how to cook, or a new recipe, or something that just jazzes them. Okay, so whether you're talking about wine, cheese, and chocolate, or fondue, or something like fajitas and margaritas, or sips and dips, salads and salsas, whatever it is, if you're excited, don't use these. If these don't jazz you, make up your own. Make up what are your favorite. Like, I still love doing things like the pepperoni pizza twist, and sometimes even the chicken broccoli braid, right? So I just sometimes call it favorite classics on stoneware shows. Or now we have that new stone where you could bring back the pizza, the taco ring, in that new beautiful piece we have coming up in March. So if it excites you, that'll be natural, and that's what you want. If the company's like little themes don't do it for you, make your own up that jazz you. Your excitement sells, ladies. That's what you want to do. You want to attract, you want to make it natural. Make up your own, okay? All right, host specials. So I'm a big host special seller. How about you guys? Do you share your host specials at every show? Okay, thumbs up, people, if you are, right? Hopefully you are. So you want to, some people say don't show in the future. And the idea of that is, if you aren't in your present field, you don't want to super highlight the future. But I have a take on that might be a little different. And that is, some people can't do the present because they live, especially in the winter. I have some people that think they have to book within a month. And if they know they're booking within their month, they're going to be a no. Okay, so you have to catch them at some point, even if it's in the full circus checkout. Make sure they don't leave a show without knowing they don't have to book immediately. Some companies make you book like in the next 2 weeks, and that might be in their head because that's the only other party they ever went to. You need to make sure that that's not in their head before they leave with you. You want to make sure, shoot, they can have it 6 months later, and honestly, you can do it a year later now, because the host special doesn't disappear for a year off of people's, I don't know if you ever noticed that, but it doesn't go away anymore. If you don't put it on your show that somebody booked from your show, that host, whoever the host is that attends the show, is the one that gets the half price item, and it's good for a year. So know that, just know that that's something that changed without maybe them meaning for it to, but it's just reality. So you can book out, focus, yes, on the months you want to book, but make sure people know that they can do a summer party and that still counts as a booking. Because in the summer, you want those summer parties, right? So super important, okay? All right. Now, booking slides. So booking slides, okay, who uses booking slides? Passe, still using it, a couple of you aren't. Okay, I don't have all everyone's little cute faces up here. So many consultants use a booking slides as a tool to get bookings. And this item is available in the supply cart and is a very powerful visual to get customers excited about hosting, because most people are visual learners. So, you know, you go yap, 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 like I'm doing right now, boop, 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 boop. Now, if all of a sudden I whipped out my booking slide and showed you my booking slide commercial, you probably would be way more interested and more engaged, right? So that's another thing that we're probably going to do at the regional event, because like my friend Carol Murphy, I think I've seen her booking slide commercial, I think at least 15 times, and I laugh every single time. I love watching her booking slide commercial. Okay, so in fact, I love it so much, I try to almost do it the same as she does, because she does this silly thing. She says, okay, everybody, when I open this up, you're going to have to like say, wow. You're going to have to say, wow, because it is amazing. Okay, so practice real quick. And they go, okay, I'll say 1, 2, 3. And they go, wow. And I say, okay, good. Let's do a little more enthusiastic. So when I snap that thing, I really want to hear it. And you open it up and they go, wow. And it's like, all right, everyone just got awake because they had a little fun going, wow. I mean, something as stupid as that engages people. And so now they're engaged. Now they're ready to look at what you've got to say because they're awake again. Okay, so you got to know that they know this is part of a home party. Make it fun. Be comfortable in your skin. It's an absolutely fabulous tool because it walks you through everything. It walks you through, you've got free, half price, discounts. And yeah, you know you're being the infomercial. So when you say, and can you believe it? But there's more. I know, hard to believe. There's actually more. And they all know. It's like, oh, because they know you're doing the infomercial, right? And they're saying it, right? And you go, I know, but it's just the way it is. So listen to this. And then you just keep going. Have fun at your shows. It's the fun factor. I call it the fun pulse. If you're being silly, having a good time, they're going to want to repeat that experience. If you're all like, you know, in a knot and all nerved up and all that, they're not going to want to put you through the pain of having to do another show. So they're not going to want to book with you. So again, make sure whatever you're doing, make it fun. If this is something you're not happy with or you don't find it fun or comfortable with, either watch videos on it or boot it and do something else, right? But just make sure you're having fun, okay? Now, booking at the full service checkout. All right. So this is super important because you're really working with people one-on-one, okay? And I'd say the key here is you really want to use open-ended questions. So instead of, hey, are you interested in having a party? What do you want to say? You want to say something like, well, what excited you the most about the party tonight? You know, what product is on your wish list that you couldn't quite put on your order form tonight because maybe it wasn't in the budget? Or do you have anything you're dreaming about? And shoot, if they say something, then yeah, I'd love that quick cooker. And so I was like, so did you think about having a show? Right? So they said it to you. Now you're going to just engage them. Now, I think I shared with you that I'm using a different prize slip right now. And we're going to talk about that in just a sec. But I do ask about their wish list because I find that is, for me, I like visual things. So if I didn't look at the slip, I can still ask them because they probably wrote it down. I said, oh, I forgot to ask you guys tonight, but what was on your wish list, right? So if I'm already cueing them somewhere else, it's very authentic for me to say what was on your wish list. That's an easy open-ended question, and the answer will be unique for every single person, okay? And then it's easy to go say, oh, I have rock on my wish list. Well, you know, if I was trying to book, I maybe didn't talk too much about Rock Crock because I was trying to book the stoneware special. And I can say, well, I got something exciting to show you. Look at this. So what piece of Rock Crock? Oh, I want the Rock Crock 4-quart with the slow cooker stand. Okay, look at this. Let me show you. As a host, look what you can get it for. And use the number. Instead of paying X, you're going to pay Y. Very powerful. And then you can often secure that booking right there. Because now that it's date sensitive, right, with the 60% off. All right? So always know in your binder or whatever you do, always have as many specials out to the future. You might not share it in the body of your show, but if you know what's coming up on special, if it's on their wish list and they were, you know, they're not saying yes, try to get them to yes by using that host special at checkout. Okay? All right, so booking prize slips. So, gosh, I think, again, whatever tool you're using, whether you use just the regular ones that Pampered Chef give us, if that doesn't do it for you, make your own, right? Whatever it is, it's still you're doing the same thing. If you like pink and you want a pink one, that's cute, right, with the blender or whatever, you can make it to fit your style. But do it. Use it. And people that never say anything sometimes write things down on paper. You've noticed that, right? Okay. Now, I just jazzed up my online one too. And I find that I feel more excited about posting it with, and I don't even like little jelly beans, but I thought it was really cute. And it's all about food. And so I get more excited about posting it. So I'm better at making sure I post it. So it's whatever you have to do for yourself, but you want to use the prize slip, okay? People love prizes. Some people walk them through. I love the scale of 1 to 10. So have you ever thought of having a show? A 1 is no way, you're too crazy. And then a 10 is, oh my God, you're so crazy. I want to have you at my house because it's so much fun, right? Whatever it is, but have, again, fun with it. So you're not being mundane and, oh, please just pick out your prize slip and fill it out and put it in the bowl. I mean, you know, you're going to be lucky if you get people's names on there. You want to make it a part of your show. Don't cut that out. Don't cut out full service checkout. Don't cut out tagging a product with specials and half price items. Don't cut out you just always talking about bookings in some fashion. You don't want to oversell, but you want to touch it minimally 3 different major ways in the show, and you want to have it maybe some subtle ways, another 3 to 6. So a total of like 3 to 9 in a show, different ways you want to talk about it. Okay. So I know I went through a lot really fast. Before we wrap up, I guess I want to just open it to the chat for a little Q&A, or if anyone had questions about anything, or if they want us to ever elaborate on anything. Does anyone want to ask that before we do the final wrap up here?
Well, one of the things I'm just looking at, Jeannie, that Grady did say, and I was thinking this as we were going through, is about how to use all of this in the virtual parties. So, and that's something that we need to make. I will, this is totally off of this, and I just know with time and stuff too, we do need to I know that I was going to do a host coaching or a how to get bookings from virtual parties sometime this week for my group, but we could do it in here. I don't know if there's anybody, it probably would be best to do. I could do that, maybe we add something on this week and do that. And I would almost like it to be sort of like a brainstorming. I've got some good things. One of the things that we did, I don't know if you saw, Jeannie, is that I gave them in my bookings boot camp this week that if you love Pampered Chef, pick the number between 1 and 20. And then I posted whatever, I gave them whatever I was writing to them. And I know a lot of them saved their contacts and got their numbers in this week because they posted that. I booked 11 virtual parties for next week out of that one thing that I posted on like Saturday morning. So,
oh my goodness.
So the thing is right now is we've got to get bookings from those. You know, we've got to make sure that it sort of keeps itself going. So, so my thought is, Grady, that we will do this. I don't know if we can get it in right now, but I was thinking, Jeannie, you and I might need to talk about how to work this outline in the future, so we've got it both on there too. So
yes, I fully agree. And Anna, would love, maybe you could even post that post in this group.
yes.
Do you mind doing that too?
No, not at all. I'll make it a Zoom, and then we'll do a and I think that would probably be the best thing. Yeah, I'll do a Zoom so I can put it for my team, but then I'll put it in here too. And I'm thinking possibly just for everybody to sort of look at their calendars. Maybe Wednesday night, because that's when I have off. But I'll record it too. But that could be a good thing.
That'd be
so
great.
Wednesday evening. So no, that's not the last part of your homework. What, Alicia, to watch that?
Do you want it to come? Can we take her off?
Yeah,
Here, we'll take you off. I can't take her off
you.
mute.
I'm unmuting you. What's your question, Alicia?
Just do it. To do one of those methods. That's what you meant in one of our shows. Like to just do something, add one other booking method, whether it's in the show. Like if it's a virtual show, you put in there and you say, okay, so whose birthday is it this week or whatever. Say you did something different in your virtual show, like adding in, pick a number 1 through blah, blah, doing something different in your virtual show, such as that, or the birthday thing, or something else other than what you normally do.
Well, the booking, she's talking about booking strategies inside your shows. So
yeah,
the thing we're talking about, the birthday thing, the 1 to 20, those aren't in your shows. Those
I know, but you could tweak it to get it in your show.
I guess you could.
Yeah, it's a kind of a neat idea to get it in your show.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think the idea is, if some of us aren't doing some of the basics, and I think it's the idea is make sure you hit all the basics in every show. And then, yes, if you have some of these creative strategies, definitely want to do that. I think that's where, I mean, and even if you get like a testimonial, you could say any past hosts in the room. Well, you might know 3 of them are sitting in the room, and they'll have them say, like, tell them about what it's like to host, and what was the most exciting part for you. And sometimes you have them talk and they get other people excited. So, I mean, we just talked about a few things, but I think, so if you were already doing all the things we talked about, those basic fundamentals that we just reviewed, then you want to, let's talk about other things, but you want to try something new, especially if you're not getting those 2 every week. You want to make sure, every show, you want to make sure you're getting your 2 every show. Like, I know I'm not getting 2 every virtual show. I am getting 2 to 3 in my lives on average. I'm always doing 2 to 3, but I'm really not hitting that mark on my virtual. So I need to hit that virtual training too. Train the trainer. So I think we're trying to get you to think out of the box is what we're trying to get you to do.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we encourage you, and we hope that you're having fun with this. And we know some things are hard, but you can't grow without stretching. It's only through hard work and diligence that you're going to change. Otherwise, you're going to keep getting what you got. And I think most of us are here because we're trying to get more, and we want to help you get more. So that means we have to lift those weights, all those 2-way contacts. We're going to do it.
All right, good. Thank you, Jeannie. Anybody else have any other questions or thoughts? So you see with our homework, same thing, we're going. You're going to add another saver. Continue to fill in your monthly tracker. I think the only thing, I don't need to see monthly trackers this week. What I would love to see, do want to see is the 15 contacts again, just like you guys did, just because again, that keeps you accountable. And then also maybe just sort of share by the end of the week one of the new booking strategies you're going to use in your shows too, because I think that would be good.
Yeah, that would be good. Yeah.
Yeah, we're going to do a quick, I know you guys might have seen it on the thing, but quick celebration. Patty Tuck did her very first cooking show tonight after being a virtual party for what, a year at least, Patty, huh? A year?
Wow.
Did her very first one.
October 2017 was when I started. So,
So over a year of all virtual, did her first cooking show today. And she did, I don't know if you saw Jeannie, but she did use her booking slide and got a booking for April at it.
Oh, I'm so happy. I missed that, so I'm happy you highlighted it. Congratulations.
Patty, I was messaging Tori going, have you heard from Patty yet? Is she back from her party? What did she say? So I was so happy to hear from you.
Oh, that is great news. Congratulations. That's a big deal.
Yeah.
Yeah, so now you're opening your business up to a whole new group of people that want the live, you know?
Yes.
Good for you.
Yeah.
Very good.
I'm very proud of her.
Yes.
Thank you.
So Anna, can you stay on for a minute after this?
Me?
Uh-huh.
I can. Oh, good.
I know you have another meeting.
I'm going to